Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope your stock portfolios are doing absolutely amazing because today I have a very exciting SPAC that I want to go over. It is different than any other SPAC I've ever mentioned on my channel before, and in my opinion, I think it's actually better. And this one is called FTAC Olympus Acquisition Corp, stock ticker symbol FTOC. FTOC is in talks right now to be merging with a company called Payoneer. And Payoneer, what they are a financial services company that provides online money transfer, digital payment services, and provides customers with working capital. Payoneer is a competitor to companies like PayPal, Stripe, TransferWire, and this deal, if it was to go through, would only value them at $2.5 billion. They generate very similar revenues to Stripe, and Stripe is valued at over $35 billion. While they are different companies, have different upsides, different downsides, today I'm going to break down everything you need to know about this company because if this deal is to go through, it's actually very undervalued right now. And if you enjoy this sort of content, you find it helpful, well then make sure to like the video down below, subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell notifications so you can be notified every time I post a new video, and comment down below your thoughts on Payoneer and their potential merger with FTOC at the end of the video. Let me know your thoughts on the company and where you think it's going. For those of you who are new here, my name is Michael. I'm an investor and entrepreneur. Last year, our public investing account on Patreon, which is currently sitting around $610,000, was up over 105%. And this year, our goal is to get that to $1 million. We're well on our way to doing that. And if you'd like to see the investments I make in real time, when I buy a stock, when I sell a stock, if you want exclusive content that I don't share on YouTube, and if you want access to my Discord channel, where I talk about companies that are IPOing and other stocks, well, then make sure to join our group using the link down below. We have a great time over there. So anyways, Payoneer is a payment processing company. I've actually used it plenty times before for my businesses overseas, working with companies overseas. And the way people have described it to me in the past was a PayPal, but for overseas and when you're doing overseas transactions. The main difference between Payoneer and PayPal is essentially their transfer fees and dealing with overseas clients. They have better rates and things like that. Currently, Payoneer has 4 million customers. They have 1,500 employees worldwide, 21 global offices, and they're in 35 plus languages. Currently, they are in 200 countries worldwide, and the thing that I really like about Payoneer is their currency conversions, and converting from one currency to another is a lot easier and a lot less expensive than companies like PayPal. A couple of things you need to know is that right now, Payoneer is in talks to be merging with FTOC. This deal isn't set in stone, it's not official yet, but they're just in talks right now. It's similar to what's going on with Lucid Motors and CCIV. CCIV and Lucid Motors are just in talks, and it was reported by Bloomberg, and this is the same exact thing. Payoneer is in talks with FTOC about mergers as well. So a couple things to keep in mind about Payoneer is that they were actually founded in 2005. They operate in roughly 200 countries, and last year their revenue was $300 million. This is similar to about a company like TransferWire, which was $255 million, and Stripe, which did $450 million. The company generates most of their revenue from transactions overseas, and they have different use cases than companies like Stripe and PayPal. When looking at the two companies, Stripe versus PayPal, the main differences are just simply these fees, and depending on what you're using it for, would dictate which one makes more sense. If you're doing more overseas work, well then maybe Payoneer would make more sense. And if you're just staying within the US, well then PayPal might make more sense. You'd have to look up the fees on them. But the important thing about Payoneer is that the company has said previously that it is profitable. We don't have any numbers yet on them because they aren't a publicly traded company. But if this deal were to go through, then we would see all of these numbers. Payoneer is backed by investors including Wellington Management, TCV, Greylock Partners, Ping, and Viola Ventures. Currently, they provide services including cross-border payments for customers, large businesses like Airbnb, Amazon, Google, Walmart, and other large corporations. So they're not just a small startup. They do business with Fortune 500 companies. They do business with some of the biggest companies in the entire world, with Amazon, Google, Walmart, and Airbnb. Their business with Airbnb is something I think is actually going to grow substantially in the future, especially as Airbnb is now a publicly traded company, and as their listings grow in Europe and other countries overseas. That's going to generate more revenue for Payoneer as well because of these transaction fees, conversion rates, and other fees that they have. So as companies like Airbnb grow their overseas presence, I think that's really going to help out Payoneer. FTAC right now, the company that's looking to merge with Payoneer, is led by Chairman Betsy Cohen and Chief Executive Officer Ryan Gilbert. They raised roughly $755 million in August. And with this deal, if it were to go through, it would value Payoneer at around $2.5 billion, the combined entity. I think it's a great time to get into this stock now because FTAC Olympus Acquisition Corp, it's up about 23% since these rumors first came out. But if you're looking at all the other companies right now, all these other SPACs that are having potential rumors like CCIV and Lucid Motors, CCIV right now is up over 100% from when their merger was first announced. It says 122% since the rumors first came out. And in my opinion, I think Payoneer could be a much bigger company than Lucid Motors because Lucid Motors is just a luxury vehicle company. They're electric vehicles, but they're targeting a very high-end, a very niche customer, when FTAC and Payoneer, they don't target very niche customers. They are very broad business, financial services company, and I think financial services are just going to continue to grow exponentially in the next couple of years, and this has been accelerated even more because of the pandemic. So right now, companies like ARK Invest are investing heavily into companies like PayPal and other financial service companies, and I think Payoneer is going to be another one they're probably going to look at adding once this deal is confirmed because this company has a lot of potential moving forward. I think they could be a $10, $20 billion company, and right now, if they were to merge, it would be valuing them at $2.5 billion. So when you're just looking at their revenue numbers, in 2019, they had $300 million. 2020, the numbers were probably significantly higher because of the pandemic. I think this company has a lot of potential moving forward. I'm definitely going to invest in it. I have invested in it because right now it's gone up 20% since the rumors were first announced. I think the upside is massive because if this deal is confirmed, we could easily see this go from right now at $13 a share to $20, $25 a share like overnight. So I'm definitely going to invest in it. I have some money in it, but let me know your thoughts on this company. I think the financial services sector is huge. I think it's growing exponentially, and I think it's going to continue to grow exponentially. And what I like about Payoneer is that it gives you more exposure to overseas markets and doing business overseas. So that's something that I really like about it, something that PayPal doesn't do as well. And so let me know your thoughts on this company, if you're going to invest in it, and what you think about it moving forward. Do you think it's a good buy, or do you think Payoneer isn't a good company? So I'd like to hear your thoughts on it, but don't forget to get your 4 free stocks, each valued up to $1,600, when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.